What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I got a really fun video for you guys. I honestly didn't realize until I was getting my Switch games how many Nintendo Switch games I actually have. I have so many Switch games, and today's video is obviously going to be all about going through them and showing you every game in my Nintendo Switch collection. So, this is going to be lots of fun, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be showing my physical games, but I also will take the time to go and show my digital games as well. So, I hope this is a video you guys enjoy. Do drop a like, comment, and subscribe. All of that stuff down below if you enjoyed today's video. And if you want to see any other collection, because I have, as you can tell, a bunch of video games, what game collections do you want to see next? So, without any further ado, I'd say let's just get started with the Nintendo Switch games. The sad reality for most collectors is some games just don't have the proper artwork because GameStop, they take a cartridge only and they don't tell you if the game's going to have its proper artwork or even the right kind of case or not. So I've got 3 games here that fall under the category of only got the cartridge, and that is the Batman Telltale games, or Telltale series, not games, Friday the 13th, the game Ult, I'm guessing that means like the Ultimate Edition, I don't know, and The Blob. Funny enough, I actually haven't played any of these yet. I don't know why, I always get discouraged playing games when I don't have the actual box art for them. I'm weird, I know, but nonetheless, I have played Friday the 13th a little bit. Friday the 13th is a fun time, but I'm pretty certain they're actually like closing the servers down or something on this one. I don't know, that's kind of weird because I thought the game was decently popular, but regardless, these are the first 3 games I have, and they don't have their box art. Oh, I thought it'd be important to also note that for those of you who are curious, I have the Nintendo Switch OLED. For those of you who are new to the channel and don't know what Nintendo Switch things I have the Nintendo Switch OLED. I do also have the original model, but obviously I've upgraded to the OLED. I also have some accessories and stuff that you can see up there. I have the boxes and all of that. But yeah, anyways, let's keep moving on. Let's move on to some of the other games now. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I'm just grabbing, what the heck was that? I'm just grabbing them by the stack, and we're just gonna go through them, so let's get into it. Firstly, we have South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I played this one a little bit. I honestly wasn't as big into it as I thought it would be. I watched people play The Stick of Truth, so I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, I liked watching people's gameplay of The Stick of Truth. This one's coming out physically on the Switch. Let's get it. And I did, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the battle system. It looks like they changed it. And there is The Stick of Truth on the Switch, but it's digital only. And I'm not a digital gamer. Maybe I'll get it one day, but I've watched people's playthroughs. I'm satisfied enough. Either way, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. We have Has Been Heroes. This is like one of the first games I got on the Switch. For those, like, if you remember, like, back when the Switch launched, like this was like a game people actually talked about when there was nothing else out for the Switch. There was no Mario Odyssey yet. I think Splatoon, I don't even think Splatoon was out yet. Like, there was nothing out. And this is a game that people actually got because it was like published by GameStop or something. It was kind of weird. That's why I got it, because it was back before Nintendo actually really started releasing games for the Switch. Speaking of games that released in 2017, Splatoon 2. If you guys haven't watched my top 10 favorite Nintendo Switch games video, this one was on there, and it's a really fun game. I don't know what else to say. I'm not impressed with Splatoon 3 yet, so I might be I might be sticking with Splatoon 2. It's a fun one, really fun one. If you somehow don't have it yet, I highly recommend it. Next up, I have Resident Evil Revelations Collection. This includes Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. I played a bit of the first one. I haven't actually played the second one yet, but the first one is a lot of fun. It's cool survival horror awesomeness. Not much else to say. Really fun time. It's a fun game. It's spooky too. It's a Resident Evil game, so it's spooky. This one, Return of the Obra Dinn. Another one that was on my top 10 list. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil my whole top 10 list for you guys. But, either way, this one's a lot of fun. If you guys don't know, it's a, not survival, it's like an investigative, kind of game. It's a limited run game. As the manual, the cartridge, most of these cartridges are in my Switch carrying case, so that's why if I open them up and there's no cartridge, that's where they are. But no, this one's a lot of fun. It's kind of hard to replay it once you've already played it once, because, like, it's one of those games that you can really only experience it once. Like, the game is an experience. Let me say that. But yeah, Return of the Obra Dinn, great game. Let's see, Namco Museum Arcade Pack. This is a PAL game because PAL games work on the Switch, and I got it when I was in England. It's a fun little compilation of different games. There's some of the Pac-Man games on there, like Pac-Man Versus, Pac-Man Championship Edition. I love Pac-Man, so it's a great way to play all of your favorite Pac-Man games, so I highly recommend it if you like Pac-Man. They need to bring the Pac-Man World games to the Switch. That's something they need to do. Bring the Pac-Man World games to the Nintendo Switch. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. I'll be honest, I've been meaning to play this one. I really like the Tales games. But I haven't been able to play this one because I really want time to devote to this one. It's an RPG, it's a long RPG by Bandai Namco, and I want the time to actually really sink my time into this one. So that's why I haven't played it yet, but I'm really hoping I get to play it sometime soon. Next up is Borderlands Legendary Collection. This includes Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel, I'm pretty certain. Let's see, yep, 1, 2, and pre-sequel. I played a little bit of the first one with my friend, Rail Mango, because, the first one is, well, it's the first one, right? And you can play them online. And, we didn't play too much, but I remember thinking it was kind of a cute little first-person shooter kind of game. Not much else to say, because, like I said, I haven't played too much of it. Fire Emblem Warriors. I haven't played this one. Honestly, I really haven't. This is a weird, it's like a not-for-resale version. I don't know if there's something interesting or unique about this, because this box art is kind of weird. There's, like, no text at all. But either way, Fire Emblem Warriors. I like the Hyrule Warriors games. So I figured I'd probably like Fire Emblem Warriors, but I haven't really played many of the Fire Emblem games, so I can't say too much. Next up, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is one I just keep forgetting to play it, because, like, I have it, and I want to play it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I think I'm going to play this closer to when the second game's going to come out, so I'll play the first game right before I play the second game, so that whenever I do get the second game, I have the fresh experience of the first game, and, yeah. Alright, I got the next stack here. Let's get going. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD. I have this game on the Nintendo GameCube. Well, not the HD version, obviously, the original on the Nintendo GameCube. And it's a kind of cute little 3D platformer. It's not like Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario Galaxy level quality. Not even like Battle for Bikini Bottom level quality. But it's still a really good one. The controls are a little bit floaty for my liking. But if you are into 3D platformers, I actually do recommend this game. It's not a super expensive one, and I actually do believe they've released the second game also on the Nintendo Switch in HD, and I'm presuming, because there's actually 3 games, I'm presuming they're going to do the same with the third game. So, I recommend this if you're into 3D platformers. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, definitely give it a shot. It's about this Australian Tasmanian tiger with a boomerang. Anyways, yeah, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Next up, Dying Light, Platinum Edition. Get this game. Get this game if you are into, like, 3D, like, open world, zombie killing games. The best game, if you're a Nintendo gamer, the best game I can compare this to is Zombie U. But it's, like, better than Zombie U. Zombie U, I really like Zombie U. But this game is really, really good. It feels more polished. You know, the world is very, like, open. You can explore anything. You can climb on any building. You can jump from roof to roof. It is such a fun game. Highly recommend you get Dying Light Platinum Edition. It is, I just wanted to know, it is a really fun time. Next up, actually, let me pull out this, because this is Ring Fit Adventure, and of course, you know, I have the big box for it, Ring Fit Adventure. The Ring Con and leg strap are at my house down in the city, but yeah, Ring Fit Adventure, great time. Honestly, like, this is, like, such a good exercise experience. I never played Wii Fit, so I can't compare it to that, like a lot of people have. But Ring Fit Adventure, I recommend it. If you want to work out, if you want something, you know, to do, maybe lose a little bit of weight, maybe just change up your habits a little bit, I do recommend making a routine out of this game. Fitting it into your schedule somewhere. I highly recommend it. 100%. Next up is Outlast, Bundle of Terror. I honestly thought this was going to be the first 2 Outlast games, both of them. But it's not. It's just the first one, so keep that in mind, because it says Bundle of Terror, but when it says bundle, it means the first game and all the DLC. But Outlast is a really, really fun, scary horror game. This one is a crap your pants style horror game. It's like probably one of the highest rated horror games I've personally seen. Like, that isn't something like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Like, if you want a true survival horror experience on the Nintendo Switch, I would say get this game. Even above, like, Dying Light or Resident Evil, like any of the Resident Evil games. This is a true survival horror experience. Definitely recommend it. Next up is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I've been meaning to play this one. But I haven't. I haven't played this one yet. It's just that it's such a short and sweet kind of game, so I don't know why I haven't played it, but I don't know. Like, I just think my hype for this game was non-existent, so even though I got it, I didn't feel, I just never played it because I was like, I'm not excited enough for this game. I don't feel excitement or happiness from this game. So, I don't know. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Never got around to playing it. Collection of Mana. Now, these are, it's obviously a collection of Mana games. Good job, Zach. Nice one. So it's Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana. Secret of Mana was on the Super Nintendo. I think Trials of Mana might have been like a PlayStation 1 game. And Final Fantasy Adventure, I think, was a Game Boy game. But either way, I honestly got this mostly because I feel like it's going to be a collector's item because the Mana games are very collectible on every system they're on. So, yeah, I might give them a shot. I'm not much of an RPG guy, but maybe I'll give it a shot someday. Who knows? Okay, so here is Catherine Full Body. I'll be honest, I thought I'd like this game just because it seemed like just like a kind of out there, weird game. And I like weird games. But when I started playing it, I wasn't a big fan. I don't know, it just didn't grab me. The characters weren't interesting to me. I didn't gravitate towards any of them. The puzzle mechanics kind of cool, but a little bit frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan of this game, so it's unfortunate. I stopped playing after a couple hours because I was like, I'm not feeling it. This is the Aladdin and Lion King classic game collection thing. What sucks is that there's the new one, which has the Jungle Book and the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin. Because this one doesn't include the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin. It has the Genesis version and the Game Boy version, but that's it. And I thought the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin was the best one, so I will probably have to update this one to get the new version. But, yeah, it's fun. It's classic games. Lion King, Aladdin. Lion King is hard. I didn't realize how hard Lion King could be, which I actually got the original Lion King on Super Nintendo. Go check out that video. But, yeah, really, really fun game. I mean, I love these classic games. These are really good, especially Aladdin. Aladdin is, like, one of my favorite Disney movies, so, you know, being able to have the classic games on the go, it's pretty cool. At least legitimately on the go. Alright, so next up we have Mario Party Superstars. This is the best modern Mario Party. You know, from Mario Party 9 onwards, this is 100% the best one, and probably even close to one of my favorite actual Mario parties. If they add some more boards and a couple more characters, and even like maybe a couple more of the GameCube era mini games, this could be my favorite Mario Party of all time. Like, Mario Party 6 is my favorite one, but this one is just so good. Fun mini games. It brings back the classic board mechanic, even if you know they have a couple tweaks, you know, to the gameplay that doesn't make it exactly like the older Mario parties. It's still such a fun time. I highly recommend it. If you are a fan of Mario Party but haven't liked the modern ones, get this one. You're gonna like this one 100%. Next up, I have the Five Nights at Freddy's Core Collection. I've wanted to try out the Five Nights at Freddy's games. As you guys know, I've played Ultimate Custom Night a few times on the channel. And, so I got the Core Collection. I haven't played it too much. I played, the Sister Location game, because that's the one I didn't play when the games were, you know, just coming out and all that. So I think I got to, like, night 3 or 4 in Sister Location. And it's fun. It's fun. You know, it works on the Switch surprisingly well. At least Sister Location does. But, yeah, it's a good time. I also have that VR one, the Help Wanted one on Switch as well. Don't have it physically, but I have the digital version, but you'll see that later anyways. Zombie Army Trilogy is next. This one's actually quite fun. It's not as good as Dying Light, but it's a cute little zombie, shooter. I think it's a first-person shooter, right? Is it first person? I'm pretty sure it's first person. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like Left 4 Dead, but not really. It's more single player oriented. It's harder. It's more focused on sniping, like using a sniper rifle rather than like, you know, any weapon you want. There's no melee weapons or anything like that. It's very focused on sniping. But it's still a fun game. It's pretty hard too. It's like, I play this one player, and I know you can play this with multiple people, so maybe it's one of those things where it's easier with multiple people, but I played it by myself, and it's pretty hard, but it's pretty fun as well, so I do recommend it. And it has some things, like, it has, like motion controls, like the gyro aiming and all that, so there's quite a few cool things with this game, so I do really recommend it. And I think it's a pretty cheap one as well, so, I don't know, I recommend it. Speaking of Left 4 Dead type games, World War Z. They actually just updated this game. I haven't played it since the update. But I really do need to, because this game's a lot of fun. The only problem is that it's very hard. If you're playing by yourself or with computers, whatever, it's very difficult. So you need people to play this game with. But it's a third-person shooter, Left 4 Dead style game. You're going from point A to point B over multiple chapters in a campaign. It's structured a lot more like Left 4 Dead than Back 4 Blood is. It's got single campaigns that are really small and that you go through, like, you know, like you go through the campaign and then you're done. It's not like a one really, really big campaign. There's multiple smaller ones. But it's fun. It's a fun shooter and it runs really well on the Switch. This is one of those games where it's like, how did they get this to run on the Switch? It's actually kind of crazy how they got this to run on the Switch. Because I think it had trouble running on the PS4 at first. Like, the PS4 struggled to run this game. So the fact that the Switch version of this game is actually pretty decent, all things considered, it's actually pretty cool. So, I really do recommend World War Z. WarioWare Get It Together. This game is underrated. This game, you need to get it. If you're a WarioWare fan, you need this game. It's a must-have. I don't know why this game isn't selling well. It's every single franchise that moves over to the Switch sells gangbusters. You know, every single franchise. Luigi's Mansion sells 10 million. You know, like Mario Party selling really well again. Like Super Mario Party is the best-selling Mario Party game. Kirby, you know, sells really well. So why isn't WarioWare getting that same love and attention and affection from the fans? I don't know. Either way, it's a great game. Highly recommend it. Done some videos on it for the channel with Chris. Actually, I've done one video on it with Chris, but I also did the original WarioWare with Chris. Check those videos out either way. Next up is Rayman Legends. What's this, Definitive Edition? I'll be honest, I haven't played this one, so I can't say much about it. But it's Rayman. Rayman's always fun. Yeah. Nickelodeon Kart Racers. I played this one for a little bit, and, I mean, it's Mario Kart clone with Nicktoons characters. I don't know what else I was expecting, really. I mean, everyone was telling me to get this game because it was back when Battle for Bikini Bottom was, like, the big thing. And, yeah, it's okay. It's nothing special. Leighton's Mystery Journey. Oh, God. No, Leighton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaires Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. That is a mouthful. Look at that spine. That's so long. That's a mouthful of a title. But I'll be honest, I actually haven't played this one. I've never played a Professor Layton game. I've never done it. And, I kind of do want to try this one out. I mean, it's a Professor Layton game. Like I said, I've never played them. It could be fun. There's a lot of games now that I'm streaming on Twitch. There's a lot of Switch games I can be like, yo, I can just play these for the first time. Go in blind and just play these. But either way, yeah. Leighton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy, Deluxe Edition, on the Nintendo Switch. I'll play it eventually. Dead by Daylight. This is a game I actually have played quite a lot. It's super fun. It's a, co-op. It's like Friday the 13th, where you have 4 survivors and 1 killer, and you gotta survive. You gotta, you know, like, what do you have to do in this game? Oh, you have to start generators. I was mixing up Friday the 13th in this game for some reason, but you have to start up these generators so that you can open the door to escape while this killer's trying to actively hunt you. The really cool thing about this game is that there's multiple killers from, like, many different franchises. Like, it's really cool how much, like, collaboration, not even collaboration, but how many franchises are represented in this game. You have, like, basically every single main horror movie franchise with, like, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, or no, probably not Jason Voorhees, but, like, Michael Myers, and I believe you have, like, Ghostface. You have, like, a bunch of those people, and then you have video game representation, too. Like, you have Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. I'm presuming, I think you have, like, Nemesis or something from Resident Evil. Like, there's a lot that you have, and it's really cool. I do highly recommend Dead by Daylight. No. Yes. Alright, we're almost halfway done. Don't worry, I don't have, well, no, that's a lie. I have a lot more to go. Mario Golf Super Rush. This game is really a disappointment. I was really surprised how not impressed I was by this game. First of all, I do like this more than Mario Tennis Aces. Even though Mario Tennis Aces had more fun gameplay, it is clear that definitely more creativity and effort went into this one, but it's still not as good as it could have been. The story mode was really underwhelming. Like, they, promoted the return of the RPG story mode, but it was so basic compared to what it was before. I mean, all it is you play golf, and that's it. You don't do really many match plays. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be, the older RPG modes. The character selection's decent, but it took a year for it to get decent. And, I don't know, it's just kind of unfortunate that this game just kind of was blah. The courses weren't very innovative or creative. It was a typical grasslands, desert. Like, there weren't many fun. Like, there's New Donk City, but that was really it. New Donk City and, like, the Bowser course. Like, I would have loved, like, a Luigi's Mansion themed course, like another Mario Odyssey themed course, maybe like a Yoshi's Crafted World themed course. Courses like that, no clue why they didn't, like, exist, why they weren't there. But nonetheless, yeah, kind of a disappointment, to be completely honest. Next up, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I know a lot of people were disappointed with this one because, like, it didn't do much more than touch up a little bit on these games, and there's no Galaxy 2, but, I don't know, it's a cute little package. You get 3 big 3D Mario games, 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1, pretty big, and you get a lot of playtime out of it. Like, I always get my value from how much fun I'm having with the game, and how long it keeps me invested. And with these being 3 pretty big Mario games, and, like, all of them have been touched up at least a little bit, I don't know, I think it's kind of worth it. I did get a factory sealed one, like I have a second copy of this, it's factory sealed, because I'm like, oh, that'll be a collector's item. Meanwhile, you can still get it new on the shelf, but either way, I digress. Mario 3D All-Stars, pretty cool one. Super Mario Maker 2, I'll be honest, I haven't played this one as much as I thought I would. I missed out on the original Mario Maker, so when I got Mario Maker 2, I was like, I'm going to have so much fun with this, I'm going to do a lot with it, but it just kind of came and went. Like, I played this game a bit for, like, a couple weeks, and then that's kind of it. I never felt any incentive to return to it. They never really updated it with anything new and interesting and exciting. I don't get why they didn't. There's so much potential in this game that they just didn't do much with. I mean, they added the 3D world mode, which is cool, but they didn't really do much else, which is kind of unfortunate. It's weird. Like, it felt lazy. It felt lazy. That's the best way to describe this game. It added some new stuff, but it took away a lot of stuff and didn't feel like a worthy sequel. Especially the fact that it's less fun to make courses on this than the Wii U version, from what I've heard, because the touch controls on the Switch aren't as responsive. But either way, I have Mario Maker 2, just barely played it. Next up is Toe Jam and Earl, Back in the Groove. I want to play this one. It's such a 90s style game, right? Like, look at this. Look at this box art and tell me that doesn't tell you, like, remind you of the 90s, like, in terms of the vibe and the style. I do want to play this game. The character design, it's just so 90s, man. I want to play this game. I don't know why I haven't. But I gotta play this game. I have no excuse for that one. That one, I have no excuse. Disgaea 5 Complete Edition. I'll be honest, I played this game a little bit, and I just don't think it got me interested. I don't know why I stopped. This was another Switch game I got pretty early on, but I just played it for a bit and just stopped. I don't know why I stopped. I just don't think it grabbed my attention, but I don't know. Maybe it's also because it's the 5th game and I never played Disgaea 1 through 4, but yeah. Octopath Traveler, this one has reprinted cover art, and it's also a PAL game because I got it in England. And I actually, funny enough, never played this one. Again, it's another RPG that I know I'd have to sink my time into, and I just never had that time, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Oddworld Munchies Odyssey. I did play a little bit of this one. It's such a weird game. Like, I didn't play much of it, but I played a little bit. It's kind of weird. I mean, of course, all the Oddworld games are pretty weird, right? Like, there's a lot of Oddworld games. I even think on the Switch, they brought a lot of them over. But either way, yeah, Oddworld Munchies Odyssey. I don't remember if I like it was a little while ago when I played this, but I'll have to give it another shot and see like what my thoughts are on it, a little more updated. Human Fall Flat. I played this game single player, but this is definitely a game you'd enjoy more with a friend. It's fun, you know, it's a fun little puzzle game to do single player, but with the weird physics of it, I think you need to have another player, really, for this game to truly appreciate it. And there's rattling around in there, because I do believe there's, like, cards in there or something. Yeah, there's, like, cards that they give you with this game that I have. So, yeah, like I said, fun game, but definitely one you probably want a friend with. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'll be honest, I completely forgot I had this game. It just seemed like such a, not a lazy game, but, like, it seemed just kind of, like, nothing. Like, it's like a remake of Yellow, isn't it? Like, right? Like, almost like a remake of Yellow, I'm pretty certain. But, yeah, I mean, I wanted to play this game, but then, like, seeing the newer Pokemon games that have been coming out, which I don't have any of them, by the way. I want to get some of them, but I don't have them. But, yeah, I mean, the newer ones kind of made me go, I guess, forget about that one. I forgot I even had it, obviously. Super Mario Party. Oh my god, this game was a disappointment for me. Even bigger than, like, Mario Tennis and Mario Golf. I was like, oh my god, this is a return to form. There are so many playable characters. It looks like fun, but then it ended up being so bland, basic, and boring. Like, literally, no love and care was put into this one. I can tell. The boards are so uninspired, so basic. They're so small. Not much happens on them. The minigames are fun, but the minigames are always fun, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, I'm glad we have Superstars now. LA Noire. I honestly haven't played this one, only because I remember every time I went to download it, because there's a download required, I remember the download being pretty big and just never having enough space on the Switch. But I've wanted to play this game. It's like, it's a Rockstar game. So it's like, you know, it's like old school crime-solving GTA. I want to play it. So, maybe my Switch now has enough storage, because I got the OLED, so it has more storage in it. And I have an SD card in it. So, we'll have to see. Alright, we're getting close. I promise you, we're on the last stretch. As you can see, my shelf is nearly filled up again. Remothered Tormented Fathers. It's a horror game. I didn't play much of it. I thought this was going to be more of like an interactive story, and maybe it is. I didn't play enough of it, but I did get a little bored by it. Maybe it just took too long to build up, you know, to really build up and get me interested. Maybe I have to play it a little bit more, but I don't know. I didn't find it too interesting when I played it. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. Yoshi's Crafted World. I struggle with this game. It's cute. It has a really nice art style. The game looks really good. It's fun. It's Yoshi. But I feel like there's something missing. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like there's something missing. Maybe it's the length. Maybe the game is too short. But it's just missing something. I cannot for the life of me put my finger on it, but it's cute. It's fun. It's Yoshi. But there's something missing. Luigi's Mansion 3. You guys know my thoughts on this game by now. I'm playing this game over on Twitch. Go and check out my Twitch channel. I have three videos up on the Twitch channel of it already. I will be continuing this week, so stay tuned. I actually might even be streaming it tonight, so stay tuned. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3, bada bang. Actually, I might not stream it tonight, because I'm getting home tonight, and it's going to be late, and I'll probably be really tired from the journey home, but either way. Mario Tennis Aces, like Mario Golf. To me, this was a disappointment. It's not bad. Like, this game isn't bad. Like, it's not like Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, but I feel like they could have done more. Like, yeah, the character selection's really good, but the courts are all pretty basic and generic. Nothing really interesting besides, like, the ship one. The story mode sucks. I'm sorry. The story mode sucks. Yeah. They added an intro cutscene like 2 months after the game was out, which is really, really weird, because I'd already started the story mode, and then they added this new cutscene that I wasn't able to see because I'd already started the game. So weird. Little Nightmares Complete Edition. I played this game. I didn't beat it. I played quite a bit of it, though. It's quite a interesting game. It's like a adventure-y, puzzle-y game where you're playing, it's like Six, right? The name of the character is Six. You have this little tiny character in a world that's really, really big with all these monsters trying to kill you, and you have to solve all these puzzles. I think the light hurts you as well. Like, it's a really interesting concept, and I haven't gotten or played the second one, But I remember having an interesting time with this one. I don't know if it beat it, but I do remember playing quite a bit of it. So, maybe I'll go back and play it again someday. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Freaking amazing game. I love this game. And the DLC they're adding adds a lot more content to the game, so... It's Mario Kart. Everyone has this game. I don't know what else to say. Like, literally everyone has that game. Next up is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Again, another one that basically everyone has. It's Legend of Zelda. I don't have much else to say. It's Breath of the Wild. Bendy and the Ink Machine. I honestly played a bit of it. I think I got to like chapter 2. Because I think I beat chapter 1, started playing chapter 2, and I put it down and just never picked it back up. Not that it's a bad game. I liked it. Just that I think other games were coming out at the time, and I just kind of stopped playing it. So, maybe I'll pick it up again someday. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Again, another game that basically everyone has. But it's so much fun. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Smash Brothers games usually. They just don't grab my attention usually, but the amount of effort that was put into this one with all the stages, all the characters, all the music, it's just super impressive. How much, like, collaboration went into this game. All the different franchises that are represented. It's super crazy. Like, it's insane. Like, it's insane. Next up here, we have Paper Mario the Origami King. This game, I'm so conflicted on. It's cute. It's funny. It looks good. It's fun in some ways. But I just got bored of it. I got bored of it in the desert area. When I was trying to find the towers in the desert area, I just stopped caring. I think there's one tower I was, like, not finding. And I just got so bored, I just dropped it and never picked it back up. It's cool. I like the side characters. I like the fact that it kind of brought back partners, but not really. But yeah, it's cute. If you're not like super invested in the older Paper Mario games, then you'll probably like it, but I just wasn't a fan. Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. It's Crash Bandicoot. I don't know what to say. It's the first 3 games. A lot of effort put into these remakes or remasters. I think it's a remake, right? Remake? But yeah, really good. It's Crash Bandicoot. Not much else to say. Super Bomberman R. This is a game that I wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't like, you know, back when the Switch had no games. But it's a cute, fun little Bomberman game. Bomberman. You throw bombs. You know, you're like a little grid bomb. You drop your bomb. It makes a shape. Bomberman, you know? Bomberman. Alright, this is the last stack of games before we go to the digital games. And don't worry, there's not many digital games. We're almost done here. Lego The Incredibles. Really sad this wasn't a, you know, non-Lego game. The Incredibles was such a weird thing to turn into Legos, but I did play it. I played through, it was kind of weird. You played through the second movie's campaign before the first movie's campaign, which I thought was interesting. But, I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I love The Incredibles. It's my favorite Pixar movie. So being able to play both movies in this Lego game, pretty cute. But like I said, I do wish it was like a non-Lego game. Like a regular 3D action game like the first Incredibles movies game was. Speaking of Lego, we got the Lego Harry Potter collection. Again, I just kind of, I mean, we're getting Hogwarts Legacy, so I can't complain now. But, it's fun, it's cute, it's Lego Harry Potter. I remember playing, years 1 through 4 a lot as a kid. I had the 3DS version of 5 through 7, but for some reason, when I got to Half-Blood Prince, the game would crash. Like, I don't know if there was something wrong with my cartridge, or the 3DS, I don't know. So, being able to actually play years 5 through 7 now, really cool. Yeah, Lego Harry Potter. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I highly recommend it. Next up is Super Mario Odyssey. It's Mario Odyssey. Popular game. Everyone has it. Really fun. The only thing with Mario Odyssey is it's definitely not my favorite 3D Mario game. That goes to Sunshine or Galaxy. To me, I didn't feel the incentive of getting all the moons, power moons. I did not feel that incentive. So because of that, the game was kind of short, which I'm usually not, I don't have a problem with short games. Like, short games are fine, but I just wish there was a little bit more, but that's me. Rather than having power moves, it just felt like you had to really, like grind to get. I don't know, maybe it's just me. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth Plus. This game is fun. This game is freaking fun. I don't know what else to say besides get this game if you like dungeon crawly, randomly generated games. It's cute, it's fun, it's addicting too. It's like it's a great pick up and play game. If you need an addicting pick up and play game, Binding of Isaac is definitely for you. Doom 2016. I played a bit of this one. The thing is, I played this one in handheld mode, and for some reason, it made me kind of motion sick. That might just be me, though. I don't know why it made me motion sick, but, yeah, it's not my kind of game. Like, I like spooky, scary shooters, but I'm not a big fan of, heavy, action-y kind of shooters. I like the stealthy, survival horror kind of shooters, and that's not what this game is. This one's more action and just hell, literally. But yeah, if you're into those kind of games, Doom is definitely for you. And Doom Eternal is also on the Switch, but I don't have that one. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. I played a bit of this one. I don't know why I stopped, actually. I remember, watching the opening cutscene and being like, oh, this is going to be, a dark game. This game is dark. But I don't know why I stopped. I might have to repick this one up and play it a little bit more. Super Mario 3D World of Bowser's Fury. Freaking amazing deal. Whoa, I nearly dropped everything. Get this game. Get this game. Bowser's Fury is such a fun little mode. It's only a 3-hour experience, but it's fun. It felt fun getting all the cat shines. I had more fun getting the cat shines in Bowser's Fury than I did getting Power Moons in Odyssey. I'm pretty certain I 100% of this game, the Bowser's Fury. So, highly recommend it. And of course, 3D World is fun. It's not the best 3D Mario game, but if you have friends, it's fun. It's good fun. So I do recommend 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Let's see here. We have Among the Sleep. I have been meaning to play this game. Apparently, it's a really good survival horror game. I've heard a lot of good things about it. You play as a baby, and you're exploring your house, I think. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. But I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so I really, really need to play this one. Next up is Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. As you can see up there, I have the Fun Edition. I have the version that costs $300. Yes, I was crazy enough to spend $300 on that. But nonetheless, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. You guys, again, know my thoughts on this one. It's a lot of fun. Great 3D platformer. Highly recommend it. Especially since they actually finally fixed the game on the Nintendo Switch. This War of Mine Complete Edition. Again, this game is so much fun. It's underrated. It's fun. You guys should play this one. It's kind of gritty. It's a bit dark. So if you're not into darker experiences, I'd say stay away. But it shows the effects of war, which is a really, obviously, hot topic right now. But still a very fun game. Highly recommend it. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's New Super Mario Bros. U. I got nothing else to say on it, really. It's New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It does include New Super Luigi U, though, which is pretty cool. Golf Story. This is a really cute golfing RPG. Definitely a better version of Mario Golf Super Rush's story mode. If you want a proper Mario Golf Advanced Tour style RPG, this is the one to get. Highly recommend it. And they're releasing Sports Story, which does more sports. It has tennis and I think dodgeball or volleyball or something like that. But yeah. Alright, last two games. At least physical. First of all, Undertale. Everyone knows Undertale, right? We all know Undertale. It's fun. It's a fun RPG. It's the only RPG, proper RPG that I've, completely played through. Usually RPGs, I can't stick through them. There's a couple that I have, I think Tales of Symphonia I did years back. But this one I actually played through, probably not 100. I didn't get, all the outcomes, all the end, not that much, but I actually sat through and stuck through this one. Really, really good. Then the last physical game I have here is Layers of Fear Legacy. It's got the big box. It's from Limited Run Games. It's got everything in there. It's got a poster, soundtrack, the game, and all that. And I played a little bit of it, and it's a cute horror game. It's nothing extravagant. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing huge, but it's a cute little survival horror experience for those of you who want to have those experiences on the Nintendo Switch. So, there you have it, guys. Those are my physical games. So, I'm going to quickly go over to the Switch view, whatever, and talk about the digital games I have. So without any further ado, here we go. So the digital only games I have for my Nintendo Switch, these are just the ones I have installed, but I'm pretty certain I have a couple more, but I'll just talk about these ones. Are Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, 60 Parsecs, 60 Seconds Reatomized, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, Minecraft, and Among Us. Alright you guys, so I'd like to thank you all so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all of that stuff down below. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload videos. Check out the merch store, there's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. And until next time you guys, I'll see you all in the next video.